Hello, and welcome to TRADOC In Depth. I'm Carol Kim with the TRADOC News Service. Today, we're talking about the United States Senate Youth Program that is held annually in Washington. It is a week-long program that provides more than 100 of our nation's outstanding high school students a chance to learn firsthand how their government works. Officers from all services serve as mentors, facilitators, and ambassadors of the military service and share their experiences with the high school students. First Lieutenant Sharon Toulouse will talk about her experience as an officer serving with the U.S. Senate Youth Program. That's next on TRADOC In Depth. How are Army officers selected for the Senate Youth Program?
The process is a nomination application, and it's sent to the Secretary of Defense Public Affairs Office, so it's sent through the Public Affairs offices. And they, Cynthia Minnick is the person who takes charge of that, and she handpicks each of the military representatives, and she's very good about making it very equal across the branches so that the students have a good representation of each of the military across the country.
What kind of things did you do during the week-long program?
We were basically chaperones, tour guides. It was fabulous. We were responsible for accountability of the students. I had a group of my own. Each mentor had a group of their own. Accountability on the buses, making sure everybody was there. We helped them get from point to point, whether it was walking or driving. Accountability was our main responsibility, just making sure we had control and security for each of the students on the event. Other than that, it was just keeping the itinerary close, making sure we were getting where we needed to go at the right time, at the right place.
Who are some of the national leaders and officials you met during the course of the week?
We met a wide variety of politicians and government officials during the week. The President spent some time with us. We had a short session with him. He took a photo with us and spoke to the students as a group, which was wonderful. They were all very excited about that. Senators from virtually every state. The students got to meet at least one of their senators at some point during the event. The French ambassador, Pierre Vimont, was also there and spoke to us. Lobbyists and any kind of politician you can imagine, we met somebody of that event.
How many students were you responsible for, and what was your impression of the kids?
I had 8 students that were under my responsibility. I met with them every evening and got to know them very well. My overall impression of these students was I was just blown away. Their maturity, responsibility, and intelligence just absolutely floored me. The questions that they were asking senators and ambassadors just blew my mind of what they were thinking and questioning, and their absolute ownership of the government and politics. You know, looking out in the crowd of the group, I was saying to myself, that's our future. Those are that's our government right there. So very impressive, very mature, very responsible students.
What sort of questions did they ask about the military?
Many of them wanted to know our background, why we got in, why we do what we do. They wanted to know what it was we actually did, and many of the people, military mentors, had deployed, and so they asked questions about that. Many were interested in pursuing military careers as well, so they asked questions about what it was like to go through basic training, what was it like to go through the different steps of training, and what to expect from a military lifestyle.
Each year, the Army solicits lieutenants, captains, and majors to serve as mentors for the SYP. Would you recommend this experience to your fellow officers?
Absolutely, I already have. Anybody I can talk to, I say, you need to look into this program because it's absolutely wonderful. It wasn't only a great experience for the students, it really was a great experience for us military. Being able to be ourselves around these students so that they could see what we were about, that we're people, we're humans, we have families, we have a life outside of the military. It was wonderful. I absolutely would recommend it to anybody in the military.
What did you gain personally serving as a military mentor?
For me, it was nice to get to know some military mentors and military personnel in other branches and in other services in the Army. that was wonderful to get to know them and what they do and what their stories are. The most overwhelming thing I came away with was our future's safe with this generation. I mean, the students and the youth of our country are just so responsible and so reliable. It was wonderful to see that maturity in 18, 17-year-olds. So that was the most overwhelming, experience that I had, was seeing our future right before my eyes.
Any closing thoughts about the SYP?
It's a wonderful opportunity for the students, and I hope that it is highly advertised so that more students can be involved and more military personnel can be involved as well too. It is the only Senate-sanctioned event out there, so I think we should take great opportunity in this. Take the opportunity to participate this as best we can and keep it going, because it's a wonderful opportunity for both military and students.
Lieutenant Toulouse, thank you for joining us today and sharing your experience as a military mentor during the recent U.S. Senate Youth Program. For more information about the Senate Youth Program, contact your local public affairs office. With the TRADOC News Service, I'm Carol Kim.